Thank you.
Thank you, Father. Those of you who don't know me, my name is John Klems. I've been coming to the church for about 40 years. I've seen 8 different priests. I'm glad we have this one. And what my job is to do is to try to raise funds. But when I decided to take this on as a challenge, it was more than funds. It's building the church. That's why we go to work, we put on our jeans, we say we need something done, and people show up to do things. They don't even know what it is. Sometimes the workday is cleaning windows, sometimes it's changing light bulbs. We don't have many of those anymore, so we don't get that community going. But we do have a community here at our church. And we need to be able to build that community with the concept that we're starting out with was we are St. John's. This is our church. The parking lot the way it is. The lights have changed, that's a good thing. And when we decide to be able to make some changes and improvements to the sanctuary here. The only reason I'm saying that is the last time it was painted was back in 1995. Some of you haven't even been born then. So, what am I here to talk to you about today? Well, we celebrated between services a little party, a pancake party, to be able to celebrate that we've gotten one of the first things done in our list of doing things to help rebuild the tool, which is our church. We got the electrical work done, and we started the permitting process for our new sign out front. The sign's been there a good 40 years too, or close to it. But the biggest thing that I really came across in prayerful thought of talking today was a couple of simple words that I actually got from another church that when I went to church with my grandkids. Joy is the strength. Joy in the Lord is my strength. Think about that. When you're doing something joyful, you're having fun, who made that happen? Not you, God. So I've been trying to figure out, and I have no logic in this, I'm a pretty logical person, how we have now right around 60 people that have committed to St. John's, We Are St. John's Capital Improvement Campaign. And by the way, I thank you all for that. But we have about another 40 that haven't committed. And if you gave money online, we'll put you in the committed file, okay? So I have 40% of the people that don't belong here is what they're saying. This is not my church. And I really beg to differ with you on that. By being a team, and I have a couple of my team members here in the back that produced pancakes today very well, and I appreciate that. We have Bob Trotter, Rick Mays, and Jimmy Diaz. Nancy and Patty are still cleaning up, I think. We take on concepts and we ask different groups to host them, and we will help make that happen. And one of the things that came up is Bob Trotter came up with the idea of having a farmer's market every Friday. It's a good thing because in our area we don't have farmers markets on Friday. So we'll be one of the only ones that have it. If you have a concept of being committed to the church, that means even the simplest thing of coming and shopping or looking around or asking what you can help on Farmers Market Day. We start at 7, we open at 8, and we end at around 2. It's going to be every Friday. If you plan to come out, think of something to do, you can help come out and just be with the people that are here. The bigger the crowd, the better the vendor finds. Now, if you know anybody that does jewelry or baked goods or has eggs or whatever else, it's a pretty inexpensive way for somebody to be able to start a concept of quote unquote being a vendor. It's $25 for a 10 by 10 spot. That's pretty cheap in comparison to anybody on the marketplace. So if you're interested in even finding more information out, we have papers on the tables near the We Are St. John's table. Some good news. we have to raise $360,000. And if anybody can't say that that's not a large amount of money, please see me afterwards. I'd be happy to take a check at any time. Because I thought it was going to be more like $220,000. And our next big project after this will be the parking lot. God's working his ways there, and we'll see what it takes to be able to get that maybe in a different way. But we need to be able to get everybody working together. So we're reaching outside the church with our farmers market to try to bring people from outside the church to bring their money to help us in our church. So that's one of the reasons we're trying to do some of these projects that are outside and bring funds in. At the end of October, the last Saturday of October, I will be running a community yard sale. Again, a 10 by 10 space, $25. Bring anything you want to sell. Bring it all what you want to sell. If it's illegal, I don't want to know about it. But we are trying to be able to use that again as another function to primarily within our church, bring the stuff that's in your garage that you've moved 5 times, bring it here and get $10 for it. We don't know how God's plan is going to be, because if you do, anybody that does, I want to know, because we're just trying to do our best. But I've got a pretty powerful team around me, and we're improving the use of Facebook. Yesterday, Father Tim posted that we were having free pancakes without telling anybody. And we had 825 likes. Views. Okay, views. Anyways, we don't have that many people in our church, okay? And panic ran through me very strongly for today's pancake. And we actually had 2 cars of people that were outside, and I think they were waiting to come in and have pancakes at 7 o'clock this morning. True fact. So, pick up the piece of paper, put your name on it, and say, you're part of the we. We are St. John's. And by that, we can do pretty much anything. I thank you for your time.